Welcome everyone back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Erased episode 10. What happened last time?
Last time Kyle got taken by her grandmother and is hopefully gonna have a much better life now. I guess maybe her mom's gonna get whatever help she needs. That story is kind of wrapped up. She's safe for now, but there is still a murderer out there. So the children have banded together, as well as the other children who are not involved are now following along. We'll see what happens
in this episode of Erased. Hope you guys leave a like and subscribe if you like Erased, if you like our reactions. If you want to see more, you can subscribe and wait for them to come in here on YouTube, but you can see next week's episodes right now on Patreon, as well as Uncuts. You can get the uncut reactions for this show and many others. But we hope you enjoy most of all. Hope you support the official release. And let's go. Erased episode 10.
I really like how the show has the different, the black on the top and the bottom for happening in the current past, yeah. But then the reels for a memory of the old past as well.
It's a good format.
It's just nice because you always know what you're watching.
Yeah.
You're not watching a memory and then being oh, is this what's happening right now?
Yeah.
You know. It's just nice. And I guess I just appreciate it because it's a small thing, and if they did it poorly, it could have been kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
If you just have the fucking random filter on something, then it looks kind of dumb. But they did it. It was really nice.
Konnichiwa. 誰ですか? みこと小5年の藤沼悟。
何話してんだあいつ。
もうちょびっと近づいて。なんか見覚えあると思ったらいつも川の向こうの建物に忍び込んでる子たちだべ。味とこっち。子供っぽい。子供っぽいとか言うなよ。何かとすぐこそこそ基地とか隠れ家とか。
I'm playing the piano and reading Shakespeare.
Yeah.
ヒーローバカにするな。悟くん。じゃあ私もう時間だから。さようなら。待て。あれ。
アジトは男のロマンだ。暇ならアジトに来てみろ。そうすりゃ分かれ。
変な人たち。
They're just
子供っぽい。
やっぱりここにあった。18年前に置き忘れた。
Oh, he found the gloves that he lost when he was a kid there.
昨日はしくじったな。でも一体どうやって近づけば。
アジト、暇だから来てみたわ。
It's pretty great hideout.
It's funny when kids act like kids.
ようこそ。
今日もあやちゃんのとこ？
まあな。後で一緒にアジトに行くわ。じゃ、したっけ？先生。さようならだろ。
あの二人がくっつ
中西あやの件はこれで一件落着ってことかな。
サトルくん、ケンヤくんもありがとう。一人ぼっちの時間をなくすってすごくいいことだと思う。両親共働きで帰ってもいつも一人だったからよ。僕にもそうしてくれたし、かよちゃんやあやちゃんの時も誘ってくれて嬉しかった。
How nice.
早く行こう。おお。
No, she's all alone.
先生の飴の話じゃないが、ターゲットを失ったあいつは新たな代償行為を求めているに違いない。
どいて。それじゃあ俺たち
She's
は
so mean, but I still feel bad for her.
浜田出るの？もちろん。だっけ。
I really hope that he notices or is looking out for other people that might be targeted.
美里が？
あの給食費のことがあってからみんなから浮いちゃってるみたい。
そうか。月曜日にでも声かけてみるよ。いや、多分俺一人の方がいいな。様子見だし。そうか。探偵ごっこの続きなら 明日はちゃんと報告しろよ。もちろん。
なんかあったらアジトに来いよ。
したっけ？
したっけ？
I like how the other two guys were just like weren't involved at all, but they were just like went along with it immediately.
Yeah.
But they just like don't know what's going on. They just know they like probably think they were just like I don't know.
いた。やっぱり一人だ。
よし、ウォーミングアップ始めとけ。
それにしても二人いっぺんにターゲットを失ったあいつにとってはおあつらい向きの標的。トイレか。
試合まであと5分。
ちょっと一服だ。どうした？もう試合始まるぞ。お前そこで何してるんだ？
そのちょっと美里に用があって。
美里？あれ？
美里外に出てったの？
うん。
まだ試合前だぞ。え、ゆうきさんちの車？
急いで確かめたいことがあるんだ。協力して。
The Shiratori truck. That's the truck that Yuki's dad. Yeah.
それが本当なら事件だぞ。
でごっこって呼んでるけど、誘拐犯がいるっていう設定で一人ぼっちの女の子に声をかけて仲間にするっていうことをやってるんだ。誘拐事件の予防策のつもりでもあるんだけど。
そうか。結果的にごっこでも構わないさ。
ありがとう先生。
サトル、シートベルト。ああ、このところ調子悪くってな。よっ。お前の精神と行動力には敬意すら感じるよ。
そうかな。でも今回は声をかけづらいことを言い訳にして美里をおとりみたいにしちゃった。
おとりか。結構本気じゃないか。と友好的に接するようになったのにそんな裏があったのか。
うん。穴を埋めたいって思ったんだ。
I really hope that he's not a killer.
Who, the teacher?
Yeah.
Oh.
合うな、サトル。それは僕の人生哲学。6年生を担当したら卒業式の日にその話をするくらいは美里をお取り扱いしたことを悔いているようだが、罪悪感を抱いたり恥じたりする必要はない。善行も悪行も本質は自らの欠陥を補うための行いに過ぎない。
極端な考え方だな。
近づくためにあらゆる手段を講じたよ。時にはストレートに、時には変、いわゆる反則技も使ってみた。楽しかったな。
恋人？
まあ確かに恋愛に似てるかもな。うん、心の穴を埋めるという点では同じか。
あ、飴取ろうか。
ありがとう、サトル。でも飴は入ってないんだ。だってこれ僕の車じゃないんだ。
They were just setting it up to be him, and I was just hoping that it wasn't gonna be.
足りない何かを埋められた時こそが最高の瞬間だ。時、そしてそれを手に入れた時、困難であればあるほど幸せの度合いは大きいものさ。
何言ってんだ。何の話を。下剤？
サトル、君は一つ嘘をついているね。誘拐犯がいる設定って言ったけど、君は誘拐犯がいると確信して行動している。受け入れるのには抵抗があった。信じられなかった。いや、信じたくなかったんだ。僕の思考を先読みするような存在を。
Oh my god.
心配するな。あの車に美里は乗ってないよ。白鳥純の親父さんだけさ。中西綾を尾行していた君を見たあの日まで全く気がつかなかったよ。君たちを車でここで仲間から浮いていた美里にホッケーの観戦を進め、ヒロミに伝えてみた。サトル、 君が来れば疑念は確信に変わる。君が敵だった。
Oh my god. This guy's so fucking
時間を見
deranged.
計らって美里に下剤の入ったドリンクを飲ませ、鳥の弁当を注文しておいた。
He set it all up, fucking Death Note style.
本来の姿だ。この車だけどついさっき拝借してきたんだ。
バカだな俺。
Fucking dude.
All from the
弟
beginning.
明白だった。
And he was able to
Yeah,
play
yeah,
the
that's what I was
character.
gonna say, because he like knew that all these people were alone and like knew all this shit because he was the teacher.
And they all trust him because of his
おふくろの
position.
名前もあったことが俺の中で軽くなっていた。俺は社を信頼するあまり疑惑の対象から排除しようとしていた。だけどあいつは今目の前にいる社だ。
Oh, this candy isn't for stealing children?
Yeah. It's like, but I thought that they were just like doing that shit to like psych you out, to make you, but then it's like, oh, it's you know what I
No,
mean?
it's exactly what you
It's
think,
exactly
actually.
what you think it is.
降り始めたな。
Fucking broken seatbelt. Get out of there. You're a kid. You can get out.
ゲームオーバーだよ。君も僕も。
You're gonna have some sort of.
You saved them all, but you couldn't save yourself.
僕の計画をことごとく先回りして潰した。ここまで追い詰められるなんて正直しびれた。
You didn't take that as a sign that maybe you shouldn't be a fucking serial killer?
未来でも見てきたかのようだ。することは計画を邪魔した君に対する復讐なんかじゃないんだ。敬意を抱いているからね。欲望が満たされなかったことの代償行為だと思って
お前もゲームオーバーだったんじゃなかったのかよ。
君が手にするのはこの町の平和だ。君が望んだものそのものだろう。僕が手にするのは僕のためだけにある死。
シロ、お前の破滅をこの目で見るまで死んでたまるか。
それは高望みってもん。
ヤシロ、
Absolute piece of shit.
ざけんな。
僕はこの町を去ることにしたんだよ。
ヤシロ、お前の未来を知ってるぞ。
冷てえ。やばい。やばい。感覚がやばい。母さん。
なあに、サトル。
見上げるとよく目があったな。みんな。
ありがとう、サトル。
かよ。アイリ。
僕だけが見てた。
What'd you think of that episode?
Fucking teacher.
Yashiro.
I didn't think it was him because I thought that it was just too obvious that if it was him, like, oh, I have this candy in my car, not for abducting children. Oh, I'm like super involved in the school and this and that. Like, it seemed like it was a fake out, but it wasn't a fake out. It just was what it was.
Yeah.
But like as the audience, you think, oh, that would be too. Like,
Yeah, it's way too obvious for the
it's
one
way too
guy.
obvious for the one guy that they're like, oh, he's so nice, but secretly he's evil, and then you're like, come on, and then like as well, he's thinking like, oh, I also never suspected him because even though he was on the list, my mom was on the list.
We also didn't see his name on the list, just so you know. We've specifically, when I remember, because I was looking, his name was straight up not on the list.
He just looked at the list and
it was like cut off. I thought it was only like 6 names, but it turns out it was like 10 names or something.
And he just like took off.
Yeah, and I think Kenya's dad's name was on there too, weirdly. There's a bunch of familiar names on there. I saw Saito Kenya.
Like, his mom was on there, so... Like, Satoru's mom was on there.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was just also...
Yeah, it's just everyone connected as a suspect.
And it's so fucked up, because not only is he the teacher, but he's also, like, because he was the teacher, he was able to, like, blame it on other people because he knew the kids and, like, knew their families and knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
And it's
again like what I was talking about with the reputation and like the way society views people. It's fully biased, and it is fully biased in every direction. Like it's the other side of the coin of what happened with Yuki and how people view him. People are so unlikely to suspect Yashiro, even though he is fully like the most obvious guy, but because like even to us
then, at the same
or everyone
time,
there,
then it's like, oh, you shouldn't think, because it's like some people think that if a guy is a teacher, then they're creepy.
Right.
That's like a thing as well, and then you're like, no, it's just a guy who's a teacher and enjoys teaching. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like that is like the roundabout of that is then he actually was literally a serial killer who targeted children.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the weird like reverse psychology of like he's the most obvious person, and then you think, no, that's too obvious, or no, that's like a it's not that just because of this, but then it was the whole time. You know what I mean? I don't know.
What'd you think of it? Do you think was that a good reveal? Do you like that it's him? Is it? I think it's pretty good.
I think it's an interesting thing because it was the obvious choice, but I guess because of that, it was the not obvious like that they actually just went with that instead of just making up a random serial killer.
Yeah. That
we didn't know. You know what I mean? So I do like it. It's just like it just sucks because like, and now he's drowning in a car. Satoru's drowning in a car, and he's just gonna go to a different town.
Do you think Satoru's gonna die?
I don't think so.
How do you think he can be saved if you don't think he's gonna die?
I think he can be saved by maybe just, well, I don't know, because like the past is kind of past, so I don't know even if he like went back into the future, he would be dead because the past affects the future. So I don't know. Someone might show up. Seatbelt might come undone. I don't know. But there's 2 episodes left. I kind of wish that I didn't know that, and I didn't know if it was the last episode or not. So I don't think he's dead, unless he is dead, and they straight up just pull some kind of montage of like, oh, this is what happened after he died, and then this is how the future looked after that. And the fucking serial killer is still out there. Mm-hmm. Nothing ever like, it's interesting how he, like, devolved. Every time we've seen him, he's been, like, really calm. Even, like, as the killer, he fucking stabs Satoru's mom and then is walking out and is just, like, so chill about it. He set someone's house on fire. He's been so calm, but this fucking 10-year-old child, knowing his moves before he did anything,
just cracked him right out.
Before he just did fucking anything, he's just like, and obviously we know that he really did go back in time and he does know the future, but to any normal person in a society, it's like literal magic.
Yeah.
Or some weird fuckery is going on there. And I guess it's just interesting to see his thought process and how he like faked him out and was gearing up a fake victim so that he could prove his theory or not. But I think that's good because it shows that he was actually like observant and like aware enough, and that's how it just shows how organized he is and how he's been able to get away with it for so long.
Like he faked out Satoru by tricking him that like in advance. He just the way he set up the whole situation. He not only ordered shit, but he like did this whole thing with the hockey game and then told Hirami and like ordered the shit to arrive at a specific time so that at the specific moment and gave her the laxatives at the moment, knowing the time it would take for them to activate and for her to have to go to the bathroom, and then
You know what I mean? It's like, I guess it just shows, we already kind of knew, but it shows just from how early on he was like so on his game.
Yeah.
In obviously an evil way, but like, even though he was having this weird paranoia about a 10-year-old child figuring out his secret murder plans, he didn't like freak out and just go off the rails or like kill someone and get caught. Like, he fucking planned it out and executed his plan perfectly.
Yeah.
And
pretty
then
scary.
It's just terrifying, really. And even though he was obviously very emotional about it, but at the same time he was just like, well, now that this is over with, let's just go to a new town.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Hope you guys enjoyed. We're moving right along. Leave a like, subscribe, check out Patreon. Bye-bye.